Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Black Eel Plays. Well, we're on our fourth run still of our hardcore Soullink Nuzlock of randomized red and blue, and we have made it very far. We've gotten all 8 gym badges. We're working on building our team to get ready to fight the Elite Four, because once that happens, it's a make or break of the run. So for now, let's stop wasting more time on me talking and get right into training, because let's be honest, Mike needs it more than me. Not a lie.
Technically, yeah.
For this, I'm not wrong. Anything else?
Which one of us will probably screw it up? Probably Scott, because Scott doesn't know how to train.
I mean,
But
you're not
that's
wrong.
semantics.
Okay, I have to switch out on you because if I don't, I will die. Mike will get mad at me and he'll be right. Apparently drag queen will just die. Oh my goodness.
Knowing your luck, you'll lose it just before becoming a Dragonite.
No, I'm gonna get it right after. Right after it does it, and then die.
Also true. That one is a.
Both, both will work. Both will work.
Do I? Oh yeah, I do still have strength. All right, strength. Do I have any more trainers to battle?
I mean, I'm almost positive I've defeated all of them.
I know you definitely did because you got through it, and I just had to avoid trainers in order to get away because.
Well, it was funny because you were somehow higher level than me at all times, and then all of a sudden, just recently, I've jumped ahead.
Yeah. The victory road, I guess those wild Pokemon are just better for your team versus mine.
I think it's also the fact that it's a Gengar. Realistically, it's just because nothing can really hit it.
Yeah.
There's very few things, and there's no psychic types here. You know what I'm saying? Which also helps because psychic would kill.
My big thing is like my big weakness is the fact that I keep encountering a Mew, and
No, that's fair.
because of transform, I'm just like it's moves, it's psychic,
The good thing is the
and
only
I'm like
thing
I'm
I'm
not.
worried about is Vulpix, and apparently it's a rare encounter in this area, which it does not happen a lot. But when it does, I do get a little scared. And it's only because seaweed is just like it can't take a hit from that whatsoever.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Technically, I don't think you can take a well. Not that you can't take a hit. You can't do damage to a Dragonite. You can actually do. You can do. You can take damage from him, but you couldn't deal damage.
oh, I'm getting to the
I'm
point
just
where
sick
I
and
can.
tired
Okay.
of the paras and the poisons.
They're very good with the status on you. They really know how to.
That would be saying my biggest irritant in this game right now has been that.
Yeah.
Because I
No,
feel like I shouldn't
you've
say
had a
I
lot
would
of
be
annoyance with
already
that.
leveled up, but I'm pretty sure I'd be damn close to being at 50 at level 50 for these two. Just the amount
Yeah,
of
no,
times I've had to.
you've had to run back and get you can heal yourself so many times because of that. So
So
like
many,
I
yeah.
can understand it.
Again, I'm not saying I would. I don't think they would have made it to the level we needed them to yet, but they should have. I would guarantee I would be over 45. I would think maybe 46, or at least at 45.
All right, I'm gonna battle this trainer. I don't know what levels their Pokemon are at. I don't remember. Okay,
Wait, go in
43
the wild and
Kakuna.
it'll tell you. It'll give you a hint.
Go in the wild. What do you mean?
There's grass around you.
I'm in Victory Road.
Oh, never mind.
I was talking about the trainers that I skipped over because of
I knew what you meant.
and I would encounter Pokemon to help tell the level, but there's so many varying levels that you can never really be sure.
No, that's you know what? That's fair. That's why I stopped myself when she said that.
As soon as you realized it was Victory Road, oh yeah, he's got a point. um, so I have
Goose.
I have official what
You have
I
news.
have fit I have fit well not really I have officially beaten God of War Ragnarok.
Did you
That was such a
100% it?
good
Did you
game.
100% it?
That's what I'm going through. Like I beat the
Oh.
story, and I'm going through to beat the side missions and all that other stuff.
I heard facing the Valkyrie is tough.
The Valkyries are tough. They've like they were in the first games, and those were already always like really tough. Um, but like you in this one, you're like facing servants of Odin, and some of them are just ridiculously hard. Like, and it gets tough because you don't just face one, you face multiple, and they're
Hmm.
basically bosses.
Hmm.
So it's just you have to be on your A game, and
Makes sense.
it's not an easy fight.
Right, right. Well, that's actually good. For myself in Leaf Green, I am working my way towards one, trying not to die, but building up my team. So I technically I finished Victory Road, but
Okay,
I am building my team up to be ready for the Elite Four. So I'm
what's the
basically,
what's the level cap on that?
I believe, I thought it was the same, but I could be wrong. Hold on.
Oh, same as this. I thought it was a little bit lower because, well, no, not necessarily because I know the remakes are typically easier than the originals. Um,
Oh, so it is lower, not by much though.
okay.
So instead of it being 56, it's 54.
Oh,
But
okay.
basically, my team is literally at 52, and some of them are 50. So it's like I want to be safe than sorry.
Yeah, you're there pretty much.
Like I'm there, but I'm like not there yet. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to risk it quite yet.
Yeah, makes sense. um, yeah, once I finish Ragnarok, I'm going to be doing. I'm going to start The Last of Us too.
Play the
Um,
first one. I feel like you
I
did.
did play the. I did play the first one. The first one was really good. I've heard mixed things about the second one, but I know that a lot of it was from uh, people with questionable opinions. um,
Was it because of same-sex interaction?
yes.
Oh,
What
it's a random
happened?
bioplume.
Huh?
It's a random bioplume. I've been
Oh,
facing
eh,
literally all these other things, and a random bioplume shows up. Not that
gotta
it.
keep you on your toes.
I mean, I just wasn't prepared for it. Well, I'm excited for The Last of Us season 2 is coming out.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. Um,
So excited. It's got such a good cast that's been added to.
which is interesting. Hmm.
So I'm very excited to
Wasn't
see
expecting that. A wild trainer
Wild
just
Trainer.
swapped out their Pokemon on me.
Just
Huh.
a random. Just found a trainer in the wild.
Yeah, like it did the whole animation and everything. Well, my Magaton hit level 55, so I'm gonna be stopping training with him. So I'm probably gonna
Yeah, but was
change
it the
areas now.
juggler?
I actually think it was. I think it
Maybe that's
was.
his gimmick.
Let me see. Uh, yeah, he is or I think he's technically a magician, but yes.
Yeah, they that's their gimmick. They do that all the time just to. It's still irritating, but the thing that sucks is because it's randomized. It works in their favor. Where in the old games they were all psychic or all poison, so
Oh
it's
yeah.
like it didn't matter what they switched into.
But in this one, it could actually help.
Well,
Yeah,
in
this
this
one
one
had
because it's
this
randomized,
one
that's it.
had because it's randomized. Yeah, this one happened to just have mostly water types.
Okay.
So,
But you understand what I mean. Like because of the thought process of like switching out is normally a good thing. They made it so their whole team was the same, so it wasn't like a difficult thing.
mhm.
But at the same time, because it's randomized, it works in their favor.
I need to get Uno back because I am going to. Oh, you're not in this box. I need to fly.
I need to fly away.
Oh, you're on this one.
But no, the person I'm most worried about in the Elite Four is Agatha in Leaf Green, just because I don't have a clear counter. So like
Yeah,
I got like because her team is not just Ghost, which is irritating in and of itself.
of course they gotta. Yeah, they have to have the like even with Bruno, he's technically supposed to be fighting, but he's got
He's got
other
Onyx.
types. Yeah, doesn't he have like a Geodude too, or
Oh, I
Golem?
think he has Golem.
Um, yeah, they gotta throw something different in there for some reason. Each of them have one.
Because Lenore, what the hell's her name?
Lenora or something like
Lenora.
that.
Yeah, she,
Don't like
sh
I'm not positive. I'm just
no, no,
throwing
but
something out of
you
my.
know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
She only has ice.
is it? Is it only ice? She doesn't have anything else.
Well, I mean, they're dual typings.
I know they're dual typing, but I didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
because it's Lapras, Weedwong, Cloyster.
Did did you just say Dweedwong?
Yes. And oh, you know what? I think she might have a. Maybe she has a Kingler.
I want to know how you finished college.
Not well. Not well.
Like, oh God.
Mike, there wasn't a class for learning how to speak Pokemon.
Yeah, but you could repeat things. You watched the TV show when you were a kid. How do you keep
I don't.
screwing up
I don't
these
think I listened.
names?
First, I think I listened. That's a mistake by
Oh
me.
my God. Just when I didn't think you could come up with something, you found a way.
It's slow, bro. That's different. So she's mostly ice. She's got one Pokemon that's water psychic, which is obviously Slowbro.
Mm.
And then Bruno. Oh, Bruno does not have.
Oh, it's two Onyx, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
As
funny
soon as
because
you
I
were about to say it, I
soon
was
and
like,
no, I said the same thing. I was like, oh, I remember now. Agatha is actually Agatha is technically more poison than anything else. In fact, she is poison because Gengar, Haunter, Gengar, Golbat, and Arbok.
oh, okay. Yep. Makes sense.
And then Lance is a dragon type with two non-dragons.
Yeah, and technically he's got three of the same dragons, so
Yes.
because it's two, is it two Dragonite and one Dragonair, or is it two Dragonair and one Dragonite?
Two Dragonair and one Dragonite. I
Okay.
think, though, in this gen, it was two Dragonites.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're looking at Leaf Green. Yeah.
And I think what's funny about that is one of which was 54, which means it was an illegal Pokemon.
Oh, yeah. Technically. Yeah. Then the other one is Aerodactyl and Gyarados. So that one.
And then your rival,
Rival just has whatever he's had.
he's got everything. He's got normal, psychic, ground, rock, and then actually no, it's actually pretty much all the same typings regardless. It's normal, flying, psychic, rock, ground, rock, and then it's always water, fire, grass. It just depending on what starter you have determines what Pokemon is what type.
Yeah. Oh, you're scary.
Thank you.
Forgot I can encounter you here. All right, my Nidoqueen and my Magneton are both at level 55, so this is gonna be interesting.
That's interesting. Mine are 54 still.
Yeah, well, nice. I have to swap them out.
I've been really good. I haven't had to a lot, which is good.
I'm jealous of that.
I mean, it hasn't like. Don't get me wrong. It still is gonna happen every once in a while, but it's the good thing is it's not so much that I'm like worried.
I've been doing it a lot more than you have. Yeah.
Well, like I said too, my big thing is the fact of like, thankfully, like anything that Seaweed has an issue with, Gengar can tank or not get hit by at all.
I've been encountering a lot of water types, and
You're fire,
my
aren't you?
well, no, it my right now. Well, yes, with Growlithe, yes, but I've been training up my Seadra, and
Yeah, so that's unhelpful.
so it does like it would take forever. So at that point, it's just like, all right, like it would give me a ton of XP, but
I get you.
oh, what do I do?
Oh god, my eye.
Scott, I encountered a golem. it's gonna it's gonna explode on me.
You need to run away.
Because if I knew I could one shot it, yeah, then I wouldn't care. But there's no guarantee I'll one shot it.
Well, that's my thing, and that's why I'm letting you run away. Do not pull a Scott.
I'm 10 levels higher than it, but
Even still, explosion is so powerful.
yeah, it is just ridiculously strong for no reason.
It honestly makes me think it's a one-hit KO in this game, even though I don't think it is.
I mean, if it's a crit, then it is.
Yeah, but what I mean is, it's like every time though.
I know what you meant, but
You? Did you know what I meant? Because I don't even think I knew what I meant.
I know you didn't know. That's
I-
why I'm here to understand what you meant when it slightly makes sense.
I'm gonna sit here and just not let my brain like burn out.
I'll have you know that after I said that and I looked over at you, I saw your eye twitching.
It was 100%. I wasn't hiding it. It hurt my brain. I don't know what you said fully because I really wasn't listening. But like, you take that away, like I got hurt because I was like, I think.
Oh please, you were listening. You're just trying to play it off that that I hurt your brain.
No, I did hear you.
Oh man.
Stop parroting.
I just like at this point, I like I'm so tired of the training. I just want to get into the Elite Four and hope for the best.
I know. I mean, the thing is, it's like we're gonna be there soon. Like, at least the end is in sight. It's not like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I know. It's just
I know you're just hurt because you wanted to already beat it, and then I killed a lot of Pokemon.
well, yes,
That's
but
not
no.
incorrect. That's not incorrect.
No,
Unfortunately,
it's because I have to train a whole other Pokemon, whereas you're in a much better shape than I am. So it's like
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. My team is a lot better than I thought it was.
no, yours is pretty good.
I think I was scared because another poison. I think that's what's bothering me more than anything else.
My team is a little bit
Ooh, here's my
a
question.
little bit more vulnerable.
Here's my question though.
What?
We're doing it that obviously if they die in the same battle, we keep them until the end of the battle, right?
If they die, you can't use them in the next fight.
Thank you. Well, no, because I'm saying like, all right, so hypothetically, your Houndstone dies. That took a lot of damage.
You can finish the battle with him, but once the battle's over, he's dead.
Seriously? Okay, that's fair. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, that'll kind of defeat them. You can heal between battles, but
okay, that's I got my answer.
You can't heal in battle, but once the battle's over, if they are still alive, you can fully heal them and do whatever you got to do.
We have to go and heal now. No. I know in battle, no. But all right, outside of battle, we can heal. Obviously, they can't be revived, but as long as they're alive, they can be healed.
Correct.
Fair enough.
There are some streamers that do that won't even allow you to heal between battles. Like you have to earn your heals.
Which I mean is fine. It's not the end of the world, but I think for randomness, because it is so random, that like we don't know what we're going to be facing. We could literally face 6 Mewtwo's. The likelihood is
I mean,
0,
they're
but I
still
mean,
they're still doing a randomized Nuzlock, and they're doing that the added factor. Remember, these guys are doing it as a profession, so
yeah,
they're very much used to this kind of stuff.
they do it a
So
lot better than
at
us.
this point, they're just looking for new challenges that
Well, yeah,
you know.
we're struggling at just doing this, so baby steps.
Yeah, baby steps. We'll get there one day.
Never. Um, no, I'm
if if the day comes that we ever get into radical red, forget about it. I'll be probably murdering you left and right.
yeah, I'll be doing all the wrong things.
I'll be like, Scott, get that Pokemon. Oh, you want me? I don't. I'm not gonna listen to you. I'm gonna get whatever I want and then just completely screw you over.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Oh man. So
But that's
what level are you guys at now?
44.
Both. Yeah. Okay.
Why?
No, I'm just curious.
Yeah, I think one of them's about to turn 45. Nope. I thought it was going to be that battle, but I guess I was wrong.
I just wish our legendary pair was a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you're not going to hear me disagree.
I mean, if anything, I wish my Mewtwo was still
Oh,
alive.
come on. We're going to hear about this. We're going to hear about this until the day I die. And honestly, it's not
Well,
coming quick enough.
what makes it better is the fact that you wouldn't have lost a couple of pairs in that legendary fight if I had my Mewtwo.
That is true, actually.
Because you were trying to go for the best pair you possibly could have gotten, but unfortunately, Mewtwo's just too powerful. You need him at that point in the game. Like if he's level 50, you need a Master Ball if you don't have like a direct
No,
counter
no, no,
for him.
no. I agree. I agree. But I tried, and the whole idea was we needed it. We needed something.
Yep. Yep.
And so, to be fair, I'm not saying I was expecting to beat him with ease. I will not say that. But I didn't think I was going to get taken out that quickly with
Oh
a
yeah. No,
Blastoise who should have been
I wasn't
taking it
expecting
out.
that. Oh God. Yep, you are not going to stay in battles yet.
Man, I
That's
am
for
so
sure.
glad I got Dream Eater. I normally hate that move. Oh, so good in this gen.
If you can land your Hypnosis, then it's a powerful
I
move in general.
honestly, my issue is not landing the hypnosis; it's not getting them to wake up.
Keeping them to stay
Yeah.
yeah.
Whereas if they put me to sleep, I'm asleep for like 48 hours.
Yep. No, I know. Yeah, no. I mean, in general, Dream Eater's a really good move. It's just,
Well, no,
do you want to take
I
the
don't.
chance of them?
That's the thing where it's like the same thing with like Thunder too. Like I always hate Thunder because of the low accuracy, but
Yep.
it's
Yep.
such a good move. And so like you team it up with somebody with Drought, and I'm not Drought, Drizzle, and it's
Yep.
so good.
No, I hear you with that. That's for sure. That's why with like even like on Poke Rogue, I never I never was using Thunder and Hydro Pump and that stuff unless the weather like I had the weather helping me.
My team had to have it.
Yeah,
My
like
team
with
had to
Zapdos
have
and
like
Drizzle,
the
like you had to
yes.
have a Drizzle.
And the good thing is all my teams did have a Drizzle, so it helped out significantly. Because most of the water types that I use in all the gens that I'm in right now, their passive is Drizzle.
Yeah. I love with obviously which you know is like Mega Swampert with his passive is Drizzle.
I finally got him once, and then I lost to Eternatus. To be fair, because of a crit. No, I mean like he hit me with a crit, and I was just like, I would have survived it, but because it was a
there's
crit.
no escaping those crits for you.
Yeah. But the one thing was, I was like, this is the one time I can actually like beat him, like, and not be
Yeah.
concerned. And then he crits me, and I went, my only chance of winning just died.
Yep.
Because once Swampert was
Um,
gone, not to say that nobody else could beat him, but like realistically, nobody had it easy like Swampert. especially
Well, yeah,
Mega.
I mean the thing with the thing with Swampert and Mega Swampert is they're physically bulky, but their special isn't as good. So, and the Eternatus is special.
No,
So
that is fair.
unfortunately,
No, that is fair. But I mean, like, I would have survived the
you
non.
would have done a lot better. I mean, I said it myself as when I was doing my run with Swampert and Mega Swampert, I was like, oh, Swampert just ran it. But I mean, you have to have it. You have to get lucky that you can build yourself up and not get one shot. He probably wouldn't get one shot, but um, I
Like,
just
I don't think. I
with
definitely don't think he was gonna get one shotted if it
yeah.
wasn't a crit. He would have definitely done more than half for sure. Uh,
Yeah, my I was just lucky enough to be able to survive a couple hits and go for bulk ups, heal myself, and then like earthquake. That was it. Like it
no, absolutely.
uh I haven't been able to play Pokorogue lately, and it wasn't like I've tried, but for some reason
The game wouldn't
it
let
just
you.
won't it just wouldn't load. So I was
That
like,
does
all right,
happen every once in a while, but I will
yeah.
say that I have not had that problem recently.
Yeah, this week it just wouldn't load. For me,
No, no, no.
obviously.
To be fair, it could have been like a glitch. Like sometimes what happens is when they update, it doesn't update properly for everyone, and
Yeah,
so like you then can't play it for a bit until it fixes itself.
which sucks.
No, it 100
But
percent does because it's happened to me before. It happened to me for like 2 days, and I was so pissed. It was a well, I should say it was a long time ago, but it was a decent time ago, where I was like, I should have already, been should have already been playing.
yeah, it sucks more is when they do it if that happens during an event. Be
They
it
know it. Yeah, no, I know that actually is the worst, because it has happened in an event. Okay, okay, okay. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. But yet, yet, yet. Okay, I'm a little. Okay, one more. Okay, I gotta go heal because I actually ran out of PP. Seriously, you're not gonna let me leave? It's a 26 Charmander.
he doesn't want you to leave. What do you want from him? He's lonely.
He just got his dream eaten. You know what? Eat it. I don't care. I said what I said.
Yeah. You just took his dreams away from being able to fly.
Yeah. No, I gave him wings. He just crashed hard. Yeah, for what you wish for, kid. Don't get it. um,
Uh,
so yeah, I Jessica Jones was very good. I was very happy with it. I'm curious of your thoughts on it. Did you like it or did you not?
I liked it. Um,
Was it better than season two?
it was better than season two. I don't think season three though. If you're ranking it as a show as a whole, I don't think season three made up for how disappointed I was with season two.
That's fair.
So, like, it was good and it really picked up at the end. Like, it like took off at the end.
I mean, agreed.
But, but like, in terms of like Daredevil was consistent for 3 seasons. Uh,
Again, not going to disagree. You're not
so like
wrong.
I know you always said that Jessica Jones was your favorite of the shows, and I think I think Daredevil has definitely got that title for me,
That's fair.
especially after season three and I mean season two as well. But um, I honestly, at the moment, I actually don't know if
Don't tell me your
Punisher or
rankings. Don't tell
Jessica.
me. Don't tell me your rankings yet. That'll be a tomorrow thing.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know if Punisher or Jessica Jones is at the second spot.
Okay.
Um,
Fair enough.
And yes, I'm going to piss you off and rank all seasons, not just the shows.
No, let me see. That's what I have to do. Because we're doing both, and I'm just irritated by it.
I mean, the good thing is that when you rank the shows, for the most part, the seasons are going to be close together, anyways. So there's going to might be
I
some
mean, yeah,
straggler.
there's always outliers, but yes, I would agree with you.
Um, but yeah, and obviously, like as I've been saying for the last two
Oh,
seasons, is that
I
Trish
was
has
not.
been pissing me off.
Yeah, but I knew it was coming, so that's surprising.
Yeah, yeah. I
Um,
mean,
I was surprised with the cameo we got in that show. I was not prepared for that. The-
oh yeah, Luke Cage. No, I was, I wasn't.
I
I was like,
legitimately
oh
didn't
wait.
think I was wrong because I was dead set nobody else was going to be showing up, and I was wrong. It was nice seeing
especially
them though.
because especially because the show was, the series had been canceled at that point. So obviously I'm curious if Jessica Jones was done filming as well, and they were prepared for, like, to continue on.
I think they were. I think that was the thing. I think they were. Like, I mean, I think they were. If they were pretty damn close if they weren't done.
Yeah,
So like the writing had already been done. Everything else had been planned. You know what I mean? So I feel like it was
it's just
already.
the way that obviously that it actually ended, like gave it like okay, this is a send off kind of thing, but
It
that
was
could have
such a.
been.
I forgot how good that ending was too.
The only thing that like, it was a good ending, but it was like, okay, this is weird. She's just sitting there smiling in like a heavy populated place. Like, this isn't creepy whatsoever.
Well,
But
I also love that we got the Purple Man back for a minute.
oh yeah,
He was in every season.
that he was. Well, he wasn't in it.
No, his
He,
voice was though.
yeah, yes. It
I
is
will.
very important distinction.
I'm so sorry, Your Majesty.
But I mean, like, when I heard that, I was like, okay, so possibly they could have been planning for a season four. But then obviously she turns around and it's just like, it was like a goodbye kind of thing. And then
Well, no, it was more
so it
the
was like,
fact of it was more the fact of him being like, "Oh, yeah, that's right, run away. You're not good enough to be the hero." And then that's when she's like, "You know what? That's what he wants." You know what I
no,
mean?
no, no, no. Like, obviously, yes, I got that. But the way that they panned out that situation is what I was saying, where like it could have been like a proper send off where,
Oh no, agreed.
they knew. Um,
But I think they did a good job in the sense of like most most of the shows like could have been the end. Like
yeah,
when their season was over, whatever season it was almost always like the end, except for Iron Fist season two, which was a weird, like almost like as if it was a.
I mean, Iron Fist season one was obviously hinted at as first season two. Um,
I think it was more of a
even
push for Defenders, to be honest with you, because that's what was next.
well, no, because of how they left off with all the characters with Davos and what the sister teaming up to take down Danny and her brother because she was pissed.
I'm just mad we didn't get a goodbye from Claire, like a real goodbye.
She just was done.
It's like I'm out. I'm done with this. Done with all these
um,
heroes.
I would say out of all the shows, Punisher was the only one that had a consistent, like, okay, if this is it, this is it. Every other show could have
Yeah.
they hinted at another season.
Yeah, I want to argue, but I'd be wrong.
Because obviously all three seasons of Daredevil had a hint for the next season. Um,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the Defenders was meant to be a one-off, but I mean,
But
that could have been a thing
the idea was it was a
if
one
they
off.
needed them to come together. They could have.
Yeah, I don't think it would have been the Defenders again. I know that's stupid to say. They would have probably been called something else at that point. Um, because it could have been Heroes for Hire. You know, there's a lot of names that they could go with. So it's not like
Yeah. But yeah,
because technically
otherwise,
Luke Cage wouldn't have been part of the Defenders anymore. Because he's going to the dark side ish.
depending on how the story played out, like they could have,
Yeah, I
but
think I think the idea was he
yeah,
was the. I think that the whole point was they were going to lead up to the point of Fisk running for like office. So like this, weird as it sounds, what we're getting is what we were going to get anyway. Not
yeah.
in the same way, obviously.
No, no, no. It would have obviously been very different,
It
but
would have been very different. But my point I'm making is just like, and then the idea was Luke Cage going up against him on the criminal side.
it's just very interesting to think about how, like, how different this universe would be if they didn't get canceled. Uh, like, how would they still be going on?
Well, that's the other thing.
Uh,
I'm curious. I don't. I mean, they all did well, like views wise, if I remember correctly. Like the one that did the worst was Iron Fist.
oh, the actor has come out and said like that he wants to be back in the MCU as Iron Fist, and he basically said he knows that the show didn't do well and there was criticism, but give him a chance. He wants to be back.
I will say though, the
Um,
fighting was a lot better than I remember. I will admit that because I thought
I just love that you were like, oh my god, this show is so bad, you're gonna hate it,
and
and
I was
it it
I let my
was
bias
not
take
as
over.
bad as
Nope, it was not, and I will admit that. I will admit that I was wrong. It
like
still was
I will
some
admit
of the,
season 1 wasn't great, especially towards the end, but season 2 was
but I will
pretty
say
good.
it definitely, in my opinion, was still the weaker of all of them. But it was not nearly as bad as I remembered it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's for sure.
Just it's like you're gonna hate it. You're gonna hate every minute of it, and then like, yeah, no, it
Well, it
wasn't. It
wasn't.
wasn't
You know, you know
bad.
what? I did the same thing, and so that's exactly what I did. And I was like, not as bad as I remember.
I'm
It's just
curious what about it back then made you so like against it.
I honestly think it had to do with the fact of him being just a crybaby.
I
Just
mean,
because
obviously, because of season 1, like I said, like, oh, he was like, I hated that,
yeah,
but
but I
you were
think
just like, the crybaby comes back in season 2,
well,
and
I think I just didn't get over it. To be honest with you, I think I didn't get over the fact that he was a crybaby, and like I still took it as him being like not the Iron Fist.
well, well, at the end you were wrong, and
And right at the same time.
show turned out pretty good. Or season 2, season 1 was okay at best. That one,
No, I love the hand. I love their introduction and everything else, and seeing that.
yeah, no, the hand was a good factor. Um, there was so much good with that, but like I said, it's just something to think about, like what it would look like now if they never got canceled.
Well, I'll
Um,
say this: I don't think they all would have survived. I think some of them would have been canceled, like as their own show. I do think that they would have added more. I
yeah,
think it would. I
I
think
would
it would
have.
have been its own little universe.
Oh yeah, I mean, obviously they were building towards that.
No, I know, but
Um,
I mean, like I like this. I feel like eventually they would have. Not that they would have not. I feel like they would have ended the show, but the characters would still come back for like group things, like if they could get them. Like they're like, I feel like they probably had maybe enough for, and I'm being generous by saying this, but I would say like 5 seasons, depending on the popularity of it and where they were going. Because
yeah,
the other thing too is that those 5 seasons, you know what I mean, would be a while because they would space it out between all the other shows too.
Yep.
That was the other thing they did really good with
Oh no.
too.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's not funny.
No. I
It's not funny.
switched into a Voltorb and my HP was low, but I was so much higher of a level that it did like no damage. But it was self-destructing, so you see self-destruct and you're like, oh no, instantly.
Oh, that's fair.
um I was like, oh, I gotta go heal after this battle, and then he hit self-destruct. I was like, oh no. uh
No, but I agree with you. I don't know where it would be.
it's one of those what ifs.
It would, but it would be interesting because I feel like they would. I don't know. It's tough. It's like my initial thought would be that they would still be around, but at the same time, I don't know.
I mean, they probably technically still could be around because it's not like it really depends on how often they pump out the shows,
Yeah, it's also that was the other thing too. Yep, you're right.
because it's not like unless they started popping out like 2 seasons every year or something, it would still be incredibly dragged out because
I think it was three.
three
Certain years.
seasons in a year. That's actually a lot if that's the case.
Because remember, they put them all out at once.
That is true. I'm again thinking of the current situation. That is true.
I think if they would have gone to weeklies, I think they would have never done more than two. But because
Yeah.
they were doing it like that, they were able to do so without a problem. At least
Yeah,
in my
no, that again, I forgot that they were.
back then it was unheard of to have it where you didn't release the whole season at once.
Yeah.
Now it's back
Well,
to being the
the
norm.
funny thing is like there were shows that would do weekly or whatever, and it was like, oh, which would be better? And now we're just like, oh god, give it back. It's so funny the fluctuation of how like
But it
everyone.
depends on the. I don't know. I feel like it depends on the show. It depends on how we're feeling about it. I think I've gotten used to it again. Waiting a week.
I am definitely content with that situation.
It's not my first choice. I'll agree to that. That being said, I don't think it's so detrimental like I thought it was going to be.
Well, it again, it all depends on the show. Like Harley Quinn did it pretty good, where one episode every week, it flowed perfectly.
Hmm.
Daredevil is doing a pretty good time with one episode, essentially one episode every week. Then there was Spider-Man, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, 3 episodes every week essentially, and it was over in no time.
Then we're going to have the same thing with Andor.
Yep. But the thing is with Andor is that they flat out the directors flat out said like we want it to feel like a movie every week, but again, the fan base is like it's only 4 weeks.
Yeah, because it's a show, but you're one like it's like, but it's also like a 4-part movie, so it's like it's
That was one of the big reasons why season 2 wasn't big for me because yes, it was 8 episodes, but because it was split, they split the season and there was only 4
Well, then you're
episodes
talking about
per
Invincible.
half. Huh?
Sorry about Invincible.
Yes. Why would I say?
You didn't. You just said you. If you said what you were talking about before, I I did not hear it. You
Oh,
went from
I have.
Andor to being like, and then I didn't like season two, and I was
Oh,
like,
sorry. Yeah,
I'm like,
that's why Invincible season 2 because, it was 8 episodes, but it was basically only 3 weeks of shows because it was 2 episode premiere, episode finale. So it's like, okay, you want more, but they took it away.
no, I agree. And they definitely learned from that mistake, and they've made it clear that they will not be doing that again.
Yeah, which is a good thing.
No, I agree, but I'm just saying it's just funny to me because it's like they're like, no, we know we screwed up. We're sorry.
Eh, hey, it leads to improvement. You know,
Well, I mean, that's the other thing too, where it's like they're not just saying get over it. They're like, we're not going to do that again.
they actually listen to the fan base. Yeah,
I mean, they make jokes about it, which is exactly what we expect, and then they move on from it.
yeah. Oh, the writers for The Boys says that season 2 of Gen V is almost complete.
Film or writing?
Filming. I'm very curious how that's going to go. Obviously,
I'm more curious to how closely it's going to be related to um,
The Boys in general.
yeah, like where it takes place.
I obviously, yes, I am curious about that. Obviously, my big curiosity is how they're going to cover the death. So
He's gonna have to be killed off site.
yeah,
I guess
I
it's
mean,
gonna be because they're in prison. He tried to escape and he got killed. That's
yeah,
my prediction.
I
That's
mean that is most likely like that's kind of their only option.
no, that's what I
Uh,
mean. Like it's like, and I'm not. It's not the greatest ending for him, obviously, but it's like, what else can they do?
yeah,
You know what I
yep,
mean? Like
yep, yep.
there isn't much they can do about it, unfortunately, and that's what
No,
really sucks.
but yeah, it's one of those things where you know what's going to happen, but you're curious if how they're going to do it,
Correct, because
or
it's like
how they're going to handle it.
well, the other thing too is it's like it clearly wasn't planned. So it's like the idea was he was going to play a role.
Yep.
Obviously, it was going to be a significant role. We're assuming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do I want to learn growth?
Why not? You don't want to get big?
Nah. Look at how big my muscles are.
How much time we got?
10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, less than that. About 5.
Oh, okay.
Closer
That's
to
not
5.
bad then.
Still do 10 minutes. No, my guys are almost at 50, so I'm happy.
My houndstone is almost at 40. My seaweed is at 47. So we're getting there. It's just going to take me at least one more episode.
So I think
If I can, as long as if I can just get my houndstone to like 45, then I think I'm good.
I feel like that's just too much of a risk. Like I get your point. Like it's just you do you. Right now, though, if I lose Houndstone because of your stupidity, we'll get slapped.
I'm more like in my mind with my other 3 Pokemon, like I feel like they would be fine. Obviously, I'm just I'm overconfident with those pairs, so it all entirely depends on who I encounter.
Mm-hmm.
Uh it's just like with the wild encounters,
What I'm hearing is it'll be your fault when we lose
I'll still blame you.
because Scott lost my Mewtwo. I couldn't do nothing.
Yep, 100%. That was the beginning of the end.
I gave up the moment he lost his damn Mewtwo. That's
that
not
was
even.
the that was the beginning
They
of the
both
end.
49. They're both 49. Oh, that's awesome. All right, my
I
goal
just
is
need
to
to
get them
see.
both to 50 before the end of this episode, which is not that
I
far
just
fetched.
Oh, there you go. I just need to see what TMs I have, because if I can teach those Pokemon like other moves, then
You have
I would be a
Growlithe,
little bit more
right?
solid. Huh?
Growlithe.
Yeah.
Soon as you
I
get,
he
soon as you want to get, no, you want to get him
I
to
want
40 something.
thought it was 50.
Is it 50? It might be 50. Because the idea is you want him to be and then evolve him.
Yep. Let's see. Yeah, level 50 is flamethrower.
Yeah.
Okay, so I kind of have to get him to 50, and if I want him to have his best move.
I was gonna say
So
you get him to 50, and then you do the Firestone, and then you're done with it.
yeah, I have no choice in that. Like if he learned it at
Like
level
I will say this,
45, then
I
I
will
would
agree
have
to you
been
that
fine.
50 is enough.
Yeah.
But like because of the move thing, you're gonna need to get him to 50.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have. I'm not going to evolve him without that. That's for sure.
I would. Well, the whole idea is like you waiting and then going in there without him. It would be weird. Like without an Arcanine is what I mean.
Let's see.
What? Did I not heal? Thought I did. I went all the way to the Pokemon Center and then it's not really the Pokemon Center. But...
You got to the Pokemon Center and then turned around.
I guess I did, but I remember talking
That's
to her,
funny.
so I must have pressed B. Yeah, I must have just walked away, not realized it. That's hilarious.
Shit happens.
No, it's just funny to me. Well, you know what threw me off is all my Pokemon were healed, so I just must have assumed that I did it, not realizing that none of them took damage or status.
Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense.
So used to be. Yeah, here we go with the status again.
You had to say something, right?
No. He's a status Pokemon. I haven't been status yet. Okay, there we go. He's gone. Oh, Dream Eater Man is just destroying everyone, and I love it. I'm so close, Mike. As soon as I get my team to the level I want, I'm just gonna wait for you, and I just cannot wait to see how far we get.
I really don't think the Elite Four is going to be honestly that bad.
I don't think so either, to be honest with you. I think it's gonna be more of just us psyching ourselves out than anything else.
And maybe they'll have like one or two Pokemon that are going to be tough, but
they're
otherwise,
definitely gonna have there's gonna be a random legendary for sure.
But unless it's a Mewtwo, then they're all pretty manageable.
I agree with you. I'm not saying I'm worried about it. Like
I'd rather not face a Mew, but I mean, even still, like that is at least somewhat manageable.
No, it's more manageable. I will agree. Come on, just go to sleep. Just go to sleep. There you go. There you go.
I just need to teach my Seadra. I need to teach him Surf. Like if I could teach him Surf, this would be
a
lot better.
I am done. All right, so I have 50 and 49, and you finish that battle, and then we're gonna be done for tonight. Okay, we're done. So, that's gonna be it for tonight. We did pretty well. I mean, I think for sure. I think we only need one more episode for training, and then we're ready to go.
Like you said, if I can get my guys to 50, then I'm pretty good. I'm gonna be going through my TMs, double checking what I have to see if I can teach my guys any moves. Just because I only have like my Growlithe only has Ember and Takedown, and I don't use Takedown because I don't want to take the damage because he's already pretty weak.
We've been playing for 111 hours.
And Seadra only has
I think
Water Gun and Bubble.
I think the game's speed up made it faster.
Scott, you have 111 hours. I have 77.
Yeah, it's not been a full minute and it went up. So yeah, it's because of the speed up. It speeds up the time.
That's funny.
Hilarious. Anyway, so yeah, we're definitely getting close. I think in the next couple episodes, I think in the second episode for sure, we should be able to face the Elite Four and figure out if this is our final run or if it's just the run for this time. So we'll have to wait and see. But for now, if you made it this far into the episode, please make sure to like and subscribe down below. Other than that, this is going to be Scott and Mike signing out of Black Hero Plays. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.